Hello YouTube and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. This past week I have been recovering from a surgical procedure implanting a temporary nerve stimulator, a test unit. That is now out. Yay! My back's very stiff and sore. It's going to take me, maybe a week to get back up to par. But this card that I'll be demonstrating for you today is one that has been in the works for the past week. I'd come out and work a little here, a little there. Excuse me. And it was something that was in my mind creating. So, first of all, I want to share with you what products I will be demonstrating today. So, this is our celebration. It goes till the February 28th. It's current right now. This is our new mini catalog, which goes until June of 2022. So this, I have, originally this card was going to be using the Easter Friends, which is in the mini catalog, but that didn't work out. Excuse me, but we will be using the sentiment Happy Easter and May all your days blossom with joy and happiness. So I got those mounted. Next, I'll show you the items I'm using from Celebration, and those are, I thought I'd show you in the catalog. I'm not gonna, we are using the Friendly Hello stamp set and DSP. Actually, we're just going to be using this gorgeous DSP. Check out the catalog. I'll show you. I'm using just one piece. You can see I did some cutting. I'm doing some cutting and coloring, but it coordinates with this gorgeous stamp set. So, without further ado, let's go on to our project. Now, I'm going to, let's see, adjust my camera. I'm going to show you the other products I'll be using are the stitched rectangle dies. And these are the two. So, I labeled them here. All right, so this one here that I used, this one, is 4th counting from the center. And this one is the 6th one counting from the center. And I'll show you what I die cut with those. I cut this DSP, which, oh, I thought it was the back of that one. It isn't. Where is that sheet? I don't know. Okay, so this is some of the Friendly Hello. Let's make sure that's the name of it. Yep, Friendly Hello DSP. That's free with a $100 purchase with the stamp set. So we cut 2 of these. There we go. With the 6th rectangle die counting from the center out. We cut this frame from the same, I'll show you. Like so and like so. Then I cut a piece of vellum right here on the back and used some tear and tape to adhere it. Now the vellum piece is 4 1/4 by 3 inches. Next, I took another piece of the DSP and a piece of pale papaya. Now, what's important with this is was a card base because all of my cardstock and the ink colors are cut to card base sizes. So I took one and I took 1/4 inch off. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/2. Then all I did is I simply adhered a piece of the DSP onto it. I glued around like this, leaving the center unglued, and I used the stitched rectangle die through the machine and I cut me a window. Now this is a fun fold card. Next we have a piece of Pool Party, yes, And this is a regular card base, and our card is going to go a bit like this. And the reason why I wanted it a little shorter is because I liked the fact that you could see the pool party, the card base here. Now I'll show you, this is another one I had an idea of doing the same thing, heart dog style. I haven't cut this down yet. I'll show you the difference. If I line this up to the side, you'll see that there's a 1/4 of an inch here. On this one, it hasn't been done yet, but, and I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. I was thinking of just trimming. I probably will, yes. So it's gonna open like this, and then it opens like so. So that was another card I was working on, an idea, just putting some cardstock together. So let's get on with our card making. So the next thing we need to do is, we don't need the pool party. We just need our pale papaya with our DSP on it. We are going to adhere with tear tape our frame we made, our window pane, you could say. I'm looking for my tear tape. It's already out. I want the really thin stuff here. Finding the piece. So I cannot tear this stuff. Sometimes it rips my cardstock, which I don't like. So it's best just to snip it with some scissors made for cutting gluey substances. And around the edges, I might need to move my camera down towards me so I keep everything in view. Let's see if I can bring it in closer. If I bring it too close to me, then I can't see it all. I'm not sure how long I can. My back is very tight, tense, and okay, so we have this. Let's go ahead and use a bone folder to rub against it. I just want to make sure that it's nice and smooth. And reaching for my little sewing needle. It just tends to get under this really well. And all right, one more to go. Put that there. Okay. So I'm going to open this card up like so, and I am going to place, oops. It'd help if I could see through the camera, you know. It might make it a lot easier. There we go. Okay, there is our pretty window, which I just love this. I really do. Okay, so next what we are going to be doing is this piece of DSP is going to go on our pool party, like so, in the center, because we want to see this from our window. See that? That's what the effect we're going for. So I am going to glue this down. There we go, some wordly woos on with the glue. All right, place it front and center, as we say in the military, or did once I was in there. And there we go. Next, we're going to be adhering our card bases together. So what that entails, you open this flap, and next we are going to be gluing this in. And I kind of want, so we're going to take a bit off of this, the bottom of my card base. I don't want any taken off the front. That's why I saved it to do until now. I'm hoping that doesn't. I am looking to take about 1/4 of an inch. No, maybe more like 1/8 of an inch off. Okay. Let's see. I want to see what it looks like first before I go and cut any more. Yeah, that's... no, it does need to come a little bit more. Okay, this camera position is really not working for me. I just want a little bit more off. And I want to make sure it's straight. This arm of my cutter kind of sometimes comes out there. That's why I think Stampin'Up doesn't give me a really straight cut, and I gotta adjust it. Alright, that should be all. That should be plenty. Yes, because I want it just like so. Yep, okay, that's what I was looking for. So we're going to take some glue. I don't want to get too much near the top because I don't want it to spill out the other side. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Okay. So we're going to line this up, trying to get equal edges there. The eyes. Okie dokie. So there, our flap card is working itself, as I call it, my double flap. One flap, two flaps. Okay, so this is, we are going to be bringing in a piece of very vanilla. I thought would look really pretty layered with that. Oh, by the way, I was like, what is this piece doing here? If you want to cut this out of the number 6, as I call it, counting from the center out of the rectangle, you need a piece of DSP cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Oh, plus an 8. So don't know why I wrote it like that, but I did. So anyways, that's what that was for. I do want the, maybe I don't need the very vanilla. I kind of thought I did, but I guess not. Let's see. We are going to stamp on this first. Our sentiments and this. And let's see. We do not need, oh, I'm looking for my scratch paper. Here it is. We don't need our Stampin' Pierce mat because these are red rubber. I just want to do a test before I go and stamp it onto my paper. That looks good. I'm telling you, the camera directly in my line of view is not working for me. I'm going to have to go back to an overhead view because I cannot hardly see my project. So we are just going to stamp this in the middle. So I kind of look at the camera making sure. Now I'm going to stamp this right there. I'm going to hold it down for a minute. Oh, I don't like that. It's not center. Okay, well, we're not going to use the stitched rectangle because I don't have another one cut, but we will use this piece that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 plus an 1/8. Lovely measurements. Okay, one last try. This might work out better anyways, you never know. And I'm not going to be throwing away my DSP because this is what it's like on the other side, and I can use that. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull it over here more so I have a better view of it. Hopefully this is much better. And I'm stamping in Memento. All right, set that aside. Put my ink up there. So that's going to get glued down. I'm going to give that a second. Next, I cut some images from the DSP. That's what this card was about. So I've already colored one. This piece went like so, and I cut it apart. Then I cut this little bird from this DSP. This little bird here with the flowers. And I only wanted one flower on there. And I cut this from the DSP. And I cut this little sprig also from the DSP. So I'm going to show you how I colored these in. And what colors I'm using are Pale Papaya and Fresh Freesia. Now the Pale Papaya, I just took this and I made some dots in the center. With the dark. Then I came in with the light. And colored it in. Let me put those back in their spots. And then I'm bringing in the Fresh Freesia. And we're going to start with, which one is this? Which one this is. This is the dark. Now, I did my best to, I'm using the pointy end, the brush end. And I used it very lightly because it gets thick if you don't careful. And it does blend well. And I went around all of my edges with this. And you can see that it, it does lighten up a bit. So if it looks stark, don't worry. But I went around all the edges. This one is for the inside of the card. Yes, it already has them in it, but I wanted to make some of my own, lining it. And I really like the dark going around the whole thing. Let me pick this up because it was easier just to go like this. And you don't have to be really careful when going around the outside. I just didn't want any white edges is what I was doing here. No white edges on this flower. Being down for the past 2 weeks, like I have been basically, I've not been kind to my household. Bless my husband and my daughter's heart. They, if you want to call it trying, yes, but my house is quite a disaster zone in my opinion. It needs a thorough scrubbing, and it's driving me crazy that I know that I can't do that immediately. But I will be working at it. It'll take me probably 2 weeks to get it up to par again. just the other day she had kids over that played with my grandson, and I have a very small home, and it doesn't take much, and it needs vacuuming, it needs dusting. There's stuff everywhere from me being stuck in my bedroom on bed rest. Not fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and color in now with the brush tip with the light, and just squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. I kind of like to do little circles. Don't know why. Sometimes I go streaky streakies. But just and it will lighten up. Like I said, this is exactly what I did before. We'll set this aside while we're doing the others. And this is how I did the little birdie. I was just going to show you. You guys could speed this up. Maybe I will. And when I edit it, though I'm not very good with editing, things tend to happen, and then I gotta start all over again, and it's kind of crazy. Okay, so that's how I did the little birdie. I did cinnamon cider on the bird branch. So next thing we're gonna do is we are going to put our little birdie in the window like so. And I kind of wanted the branch to be like so, like he's sitting on a branch outside my window. I'm looking up. So let's get some glue on this, because I don't want, because it's vellum, I don't want to do any tear and tape. I just don't. And I'm kind of wondering where my clear glue is. My where are you? There it is. This is the glue. There's a little bit left in this bottle. The fine tip glue pen. So let me wipe off. My little nozzle gets icky, icky, icky. I'm gonna get a little piece of paper and hopefully get all this stuff off my glue pen. My tip, because I don't like that. Okay, now if I can pick this up, we are going to, hopefully this won't be as bad going through the vellum. I want to glue my bird down first before I go any farther. So I know I want him in the middle. So let's get him glued down. Yes. All right, next, this is my little tricky part, is I want this tucked in here. So I'm gonna bend it a bit with my needle lightly. And because it's all glued down and I didn't bring the tear tape close to the edge, I can tuck that in just like so. Now this here, I thought, now wouldn't that be kind of pretty if it was popped up on a mini glue dot, you know, like so. So that's what we're gonna do with that. If I can find my, yes, my little container. And let's see, I just want one to go right there. And I know some of you are like, oh, why don't you put this stuff on before you know, go gluing things down? Just because I don't have a really good answer for that. But I don't want this showing, so this is another reason why. Putting it right there, like so. And I like that. And I like my little bird, so he's totally down. I didn't want a glue dot, so you won't see it. And the glue, that clear glue, you can see that it doesn't leave, you know, like the glue dots you can see. If you put it and just spread it out on there, it looks really good. So there's my little birdie on his branch. I don't need this anymore. So if you want to know what type of glue to use on vellum, this is it. It works well. All right, just making sure it's nice and tight. Next, I'm bringing in, this was my other idea, is I really didn't want these on the front. I wanted this to be seen through the window like so. I just thought it added a little interest here. So probably like, no, I'm trying to figure out. Oh yes, this one went down here like so. See that? And this one's gonna go up here in this corner. And I probably should have put this one on first before. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and cut this one apart. And I'll use both full ones so I don't have to worry about. So this is how I did it. I just fussy cut this out. There we go. So we're going to glue these down. Where's my little glue bottle? There it is. My little fingers were thinking fingers. So I want this one like so. This one's going to go up here. And it's just going to be peeking out through the vellum, give it a nice soft look. Now, I just like the look of it. You could stamp another sentiment here, but I didn't want anything showing behind my bird. So next we open it up, and this, we are going to add these to our sentiment like so. See, they're not going to waste, but we're going to add them. And so we need to trim the edges. So we're going to glue this. I want to get as much as that flower on there as possible. Oops. We'll be cutting this with the glue scissors. Trim that off. And trim that off. And let's see. Oh, you're wondering about these green ones. Yeah, I kind of forgot I had these. They were supposed to go up here. So let's see what I can do. I wanted it really like a... I forgot about these actually. Just now, I kind of thought it would be pretty like the leaves for the branches of this tree. Yeah. Let's see. And this one there, that's what we're going to do. We'll give it a second. Let me get these done first. And we're going to put this one right like so. So I know we're doing a triangle like out from here, out from here. Yep. And then we're going to cut the edges off. Oops, I didn't get as close as I would like to. I'll be honest, I don't quite feel up to par as what I was before all this stuff happened. And I know it kind of probably shows, but I hope you will bear with me and understand. I am really happy. I don't care for my crease there, but this is my personal card, my sample. And it was like, oh, you creased the paper wrong, Alice, but that's okay. It's so pretty. I really, 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 really like this. So back with the fine tip glue pen for this one anyways, because I don't want any of that glue showing. And we're going to bring this one, I think we might tuck that like so and leave it. So really all I need to do is add glue along this branch. Because I'm going to tuck this right in there. Yeah, that is really nice. I got a little peeking of the branch there because I don't want it to be hiding the branch. I want you to know it's there. And what I should do is color this in right here, like, well, I'm getting really nitpicky there, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay, and this one is simply going to come out there. So I will need to add some of this glue. There, that should about do it. Like so. And our card, y'all, is basically done. I'm trying to get the glue tip in there. It's kind of a little tricky there. So this is my, well, we're not completely done. We're going to add a little bit of embellishment. I just think that it's a striking double flap card. I would say this does need a little something in there. And maybe something down here that's hidden, so when you open it up, let's see what we have in here. Nope. I like this one, my friend, and I bet I could stamp that in there on something. So let's get that out, since this is the same script, because it's the same stamp set from what we have stamped. Will it fit on this block? Yes. Okay, let's see. See, it's going to be like right here. So I need a little piece of something to stamp this on and then put it there. So let's get to my scraps. And I really kind of want a vanilla piece, which is right here. I don't think I have any thinner strips, and I don't really want white. I don't know why I like the vanilla with this, but I really do. I really, 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 really do. I don't know why I keep saying really, really, really do. Oh, because it's something we watched last night. That's what it keeps doing. My friend. And I think we're just going to fussy cut it out. Why not? So we're going to bring in my scratch paper to give it a test go. Oh yeah, pushed a little too hard, but that's all right. I'm gonna do it like this. Okie dokie. Oh, you guys can see it, sorry. I'm telling you, I'm just not, this camera angle is, one day I will find the perfect camera angle and permanently adhere my camera stand. We're gonna fussy cut this out. First, I'm going to cut it there. And let's do a squiggle, squiggle. We want it to be look like it's fussy cut. Oh, and I have a piece of fresh freesia. We can double fussy cut this. And that would look really cute, I think. I shouldn't have stopped it when I did. Squiggle, squiggle lines. I want it to look fussy cutted. I want it to have movement. there we go. And here, like I said, is my fresh freesia piece from me cutting out my frame. Oh, definitely. So this won't be hopefully too long of a video. Like I said, maybe I can condense it down if I fast forward through all my fussy cutting with the flowers, or actually coloring of the flowers. All right, make sure the glue is well on there. Let's see about fussy cutting this start. Just leaving, you know, a bit. It's easier having. Okay, I'm gonna round this off. It's just gonna make it pop out a little bit on there, stand out, I guess I should say. All right, so we are, oh yeah, that's definitely, I don't want it, it's just gonna be hidden. So you open it like so. Now, because of that, I'm only going to add glue to right here and right there, because of how this is. Looks like I need a little bit right along this edge, because I don't want to add any dimensionals in here because this card is thick enough with the layers. But yes, you can't see it through the window, but when you open it up, it says, "My friend." You open it up, "Happy Easter, may all your days blossom with joy and happiness." And I am super, super happy with this card. You could add, if you wanted, some ribbon and embellishments, but what I thought we would use is these also are in the mini catalog. These lovely, oh, they're a tongue twister, brushed brass butterflies. They are, and we are going to add some. Let's see, one's already popped up here. I wonder if I should add some down here to be seen through that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll add one there, like so. We're going to take this little one, though, if I can get him off my table. And he is actually going to be on the top. So we have one there. When you open it up, you'll see the other little butterfly. And let's open up to the inside, and we'll add one to the inside, probably right here. So, oh, I'm just going to take another large butterfly right there. So that is my double flap Easter card using the Friendly Hello DSP. That is free with a $100 order with celebration, and the Easter Blessings sentiments. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Please, please give me a thumbs up. I am trying to grow this YouTube channel. If you enjoy my videos, and leave a comment, I would appreciate it. And take care, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye now.